Cues of resources. Because men judge women based on their looks because a look is a cue for their reproductive ability, right? But with men, what women need for men is not to have a kid, but to provide resources for her. So what she does is she looks for cues in his behavior of resources. That means having a nice house. That means having jewelry. I'm taking her out on an expensive date. Buying a woman a drink is telling her, hey, look, I have some resources. There's a reason why people do that. Buying a woman a gift. Those things say I have resources. Wearing nice clothes, right? Presenting yourself in a nice and professional manner. That's one thing, right? Cues of resources.
They will look for signs of weakness in the past and see if they could exploit it. So as you're talking to them about your relationships, some guys, if they notice that you dated an abuser and that you stayed with him, they're going to say, I could use that against her. If they notice that you're somebody who's easily manipulated by you telling him, abusers see that as a fucking gold mine. So unfortunately, if you went through a lot of abuse, I'll recommend you not tell the guy in the beginning. Because some guys will just are looking for weakness, weak targets. And one of the easiest ways to find out if somebody's weak is by literally letting them tell you the story. So keep that to yourself. Bring that up a few weeks or even a month or two later to garner sympathy. But if you do it in the beginning, a guy who's an abuser, their ears will perk up.
Never let a man know what you want. Why? Because as soon as they know what you want, they'll start telling you what you want to hear to manipulate you. You got to do is say you want the opposite. All of a sudden, you could give him a gift and he's not going to seem needy. All of a sudden, you could look at him in the eye with a loving look and he's not going to assume you're doing that to seduce him because you already told him, I don't want nothing with you. And that will actually confuse him. And by him thinking about you, it'll make him fall in love.
Never make your boss think you're smarter than them. Even if you're smarter than your boss, or more intelligent than your boss, or more charismatic than your boss, tone down your light. Make him feel secure around you. Make him feel like he's smarter in your presence. If you ever make your boss or anyone up top of you feel less competent around your presence, they will fire you. You can have charisma, and if you're more charismatic than your boss, he will fire you. Tone it down. Stop trying to impress everybody. Never outshine the master. That is the first law of power. Break it at your own peril. Reasons to not hang out with you, that's because he's tired or he's busy. He just is losing interest, or you're not his first option. When somebody likes you, you got to see them as crackheads, okay? When a crackhead wants crack, he'll go through a blizzard just to get some crack. Why? Because what's motivating his action is dopamine, and dopamine, whenever you think you could get something that could be rewarding, will give you the energy to do that thing. So if you're too tired to meet a guy, it's just your brain saying, bitch, we don't have enough dopamine for this nigga. But when you like the guy, right, and you meet your Tyrone, all of a sudden you have all the energy in the world to meet that motherfucker, right? Because your body wants him. So when a guy has an excuse, he's too busy to talk, too busy to text, all that kind of stuff, it just means he doesn't like you too much. Network of friends. If you don't have a good network of friends and somebody breaks up with you, you're gonna have a tough time with dealing with the breakup. You might even go back and chasing the guy if you have a bad network of friends. Having a good network of friends allows you to get over breakups better, allows you to be less needy, allows you to have more confidence in yourself because your friends hype you up. But when you have a shitty network of friends, that doesn't happen. And also, if you know people in high status, you're going to date higher status men. Actual market value goes up whenever you date high status men. Why? Because if you date somebody who's rich, you're going to get to know his rich friends. And I can promise you, if you're dating him, one of his friends are looking at you. And when you guys break up, you're going to have access to his friends. Reason why men don't respect nice girls. Guys see nice girls as though they're dumb. Mind you, nice girls are not dumb. But when that nice girl gets into a relationship, she regresses. She becomes who she really is. Emotions from a childhood begin to rise up, and it makes her completely irrational. This is not that you lose your intelligence, but that you lose your emotional intelligence. You lose your social intelligence as a cascading effect. But not your general social intelligence you lose. But you become myopic. You only lose it in that specific area. Masculinity. It's important for you to embrace your masculine side. Not trying to be feminine all the time. That's not what guys want. Guys want a little masculinity in a woman. A little bit of assertiveness. There are times when it's required to bring out your bitch. And that's your most attractive side. It may not come out all the time,
But when it comes out, it reminds them that you're not somebody to be fucked with. It's all about getting in touch with your aggressive energy. Anytime somebody tries to play you, you gotta learn how to confront people. That you have interests that are masculine. The point is that every man has repressed homosexual desire. That's why guys like a woman who not only is feminine, but could change the tire. There's a reason why. It's because that masculinity is attractive to them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man, Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.